Welcome back everyone to a brand new edition of Video Game Pickups. This is a special Nintendo 3DS edition. So everything in this edition of Pickups is all just for the 3DS. With that said, first up of the games that I picked up a while back is called Spirit Camera, The Cursed Memory. Now if you're curious, this is a branch-off game connected to the universe of Fatal Frame, which is arguably, in my opinion, in the top 5 best survival horror game franchises of all time. Series can be quite creepy. Now, this game is a bit of an acquired taste. Interesting gimmicks. I think it's by far the weakest game trying it out. Still, it's a very unique concept and idea for a 3DS game. And given there's only and of course also this isn't even M-rated, it's T, because it has its limits. But still, it's a very unique game that I recommend checking out if you're at all curious about having at least something creepy to play on your 3DS. And the prices are not that bad, compared to the actual Fatal Frame games, with that said. Enjoy the music of choice today from the series game known as Minecraft. Next up is a compilation, basically from the ground up 3D effect remakes of multiple classic Sega games in this collection. You have games like Power Drift, Puyo Puyo 2, Sonic the Hedgehog, like Altered Beast, Fantasy Zone 2, as well as Fantasy Zone 3, Maze, Thunderblade, which is an all-time classic, and others. But if you're consider yourself a big fan of Sonic or Sega in general, this is definitely a compilation I recommend checking out. Just like many others, this one is like super cheap. You can get this very easy, and you get many classics just remade with the 3D effect. And I think it's really cool and unique. And I think more people should check out this compilation. Next up, we have the new Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, this I actually picked up on clearance at Walmart about a year ago. This was on clearance for like $5. Brand new. I think that's a very good price if you ask me. Very much worth it. And this is arguably probably one of the best Mario games, honestly, on a handheld, in my opinion. And for the price, you can't beat it. But definitely, if you're a Mario or platformer fan and have a 3DS or 2DS, I recommend picking this up. This is definitely a must-have for any Mario or platformer fan. Next up, unfortunately, was loose. That was the only way I could find it for a good price. Next up is Pokemon Moon, which I've been wanting to play. Tried the Moon Sun series for a while, and since I saw like super cheap, now, unfortunately, it's like, on average, it goes for like 2 to 3 times the price, complete in box, and I wasn't willing to pay that price for this game. So I picked up just the cartridge only, and I lucked out and got like dirt cheap. So, it paid off doing that. Also, I saw a few things. I recently made a trip and found a few brand new 3DS games at GameStop, including Ultra Moon, which was like $20 new at GameStop. And I'm not going to pass up the chance to get a Pokemon games for a very reasonable price. So now, at least, I have both Moon and Ultra Moon. So, at least that's taken care of. Plus, I have Pokemon Y. To me, this was actually a pretty good era of Pokemon on the 3DS, in my opinion. Have 4 left to go. Next up we have, of course, which I've already talked about in the past, Michi. I really genuinely love this. I prefer this version of the game over actually the Wii U, though the Wii U is superior. There are definitely some perks to having the 3DS version, and it is honestly a lot of fun to have Mario Brothers on the go. And I don't plan on getting rid of this. I genuinely love this, and I think it is a great game, honestly, and they fixed it to where it actually plays pretty well with the 3DS control scheme, and I actually appreciate it and enjoy this a lot. Seriously, if you've not played, you have like a 3DS or 2DS, seriously give Smash Brothers a chance on the 3DS. It's probably one of the cheapest Smash games you can get, though I'd say probably the Wii U version may be the cheapest, not sure. But I know when I got this, like, I got for, I think, like, $10, so yeah. It's pretty dirt cheap, in my opinion. Third to last is a game I had back in the past, and stupidly got rid of. I'm glad to finally have it back again. The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds, is arguably probably my favorite Zelda game that was released exclusively for handhelds. To me, it's probably the best handheld Zelda exclusive, though. I would probably put in second place the original classic Link's Awakening for Game Boy. But still, this is a superb game, and I love how it uses the new gimmicks and stuff, like people that travel onto the wall and stuff. It's definitely cool concept and idea they did, and I actually wish that in the future Nintendo would go back to the well and actually do another game similar to A Link Between Worlds. Plus, I think more people need to try this game out. It is probably one of the arguably best Zelda games in the franchise. Second to last, the reason why I chose, of course, I want to show. Second to last is a game exclusively to the new 3DS. And of course, that is Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. The original classic Xenoblade Chronicles for the, obviously, Wii. Yeah, it got some downgrades and stuff, but it's still amazing the fact they were able to get this game to run on a 3DS, though, of course, you have to have the new 3DS in order to play this. This is one of two games I picked up not too long ago that are exclusive to the new 3DS. But this is a great game, and if you get a chance to get this on the 3DS, get it. It's actually pretty affordable on the 3DS. By far, I think, probably the cheapest version of the game. The Wii's been going up steadily over time, and the same thing for the definitive edition for the Switch. And this is great to have a game like this on the go to be able to play anytime you want on 3DS. It's great. Last but not least, the reason why I chose to play Minecraft music was for this. Also, you could only play on the new 3DS, and of course that is Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition, which, as you see there, includes special exclusive DLC content. And as I've said before, I'll say it again, I am a big uber fan of Minecraft. I have it on mobile, I have it on PS3, I have it on PS4, I have it on the Vita, and now I have it on the 3DS. Eventually I want to also get it for the Switch. But seriously, I like actually the 3D effects. I think are actually kind of cool in Minecraft. It's definitely an interesting way to play the game, in all honesty. And I think the dual screen actually does, believe it or not, actually does lend itself and help. At least they used it somewhat more to its potential, unlike the Wii U port, which I'd still like to get my hands on the Wii U version, even if sadly it didn't use the gamepad like it could have. But with that said, that's it for this edition of Video Game Pickups 3DS Edition. I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Stay safe out there, everyone.